Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Are you subscribed yet? If you're not, just hit the subscribe button down below. Like the video, share it, help a girl out. But this topic I'm going to be talking about is a little bit different than the norm that I would, discuss. But let's talk about sex. And I have to say it that way because, YouTube is sensitive. I mean, it's how we all got here, right? That's how I got here. That's how my kids got here. It's an action that, had to be completed in order to, make our children, make all of us. But anyways, I always say that when you meet someone, for the first time, a guy, or a girl, or woman, you're dating them, and it gets to that point where you might want to, do the act. Would you not ask them to complete, a medical test to make sure that they don't have any STDs, STIs, contractable diseases, oh gosh, stuff like that. I mean, a lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about sex. But why? If you're doing it, why is it uncomfortable to talk about? Because I always say, I think I started off my point and I drifted off. When you're about to, get intimate with someone, or prior to, I should say, both of you go to the doctor together and get tested. And both of you go back together to get the results. Because the way how we are nowadays, anybody can forge anything. And I have trust issues. So I would have to go with you, sit down in the doctor's office. We both, take the test and go back for the results. So we're both clear that we have no diseases, or maybe it might be a surprise for you, that you might have something. Because you see this young man on screen, he looks handsome, right? I mean, some people might say he's not, but he aight. He can go on. And that's what he was doing. He was going in. And then, at least three women that have come forward, they have said that he gave them HIV. They contracted HIV from him. But then again, how sure are they? Were they up to date on their medical history as well? But anyways, he does have HIV. It was confirmed that he was diagnosed back in 2019. So at the time when he was having, these actions with these young lady, he knew and he said nothing. He said nothing. Now, I know there's a lot of stigma associated with HIV. Okay, I get it. But that's still not an excuse. There will always be someone out there that will accept you, because you can have HIV and live a long life, live longer than some of us that don't have it. Okay, once you're on your medication, once you're on a good course of antiviral medication and stuff like that, you can get to the point where you can't pass it on. And you can live a long, healthy life. So why not just be honest? Okay, you're upset, sad, depressed that you have it. Go get some counseling, work through it, do whatever you have to do. But don't get bitter and continually go around and sleep with, other people and infect them as well. Like, why? I mean, you know what? Someone said something smart the other day. I don't remember it exactly word for word, but it was something along the lines of, don't ever try to figure out certain people or people, whatever, because then once you understand it, you become them, you become like them.
He said the moment you understand and can answer that question is the moment you become them.
It was a video on TikTok, and that made so much sense. Oh God, why can't I talk? Y'all know I can't talk. Forgive me. I know I keep messing up throughout the video, but I can't. I'm not going to edit, and I'm just, talking. I'm ranting. So, and of course, I lost my point. I was just on it. I had it and I lost my point. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. Get tested regularly. Whenever you end the relationship, get tested. You're about to start a new relationship, get tested. Before you even kiss the person, get tested. Both of you go together and, get tested together, get the results together. And even if you might have done a test 1 month prior, before you meet this person, a new person, still go get tested again, because sometimes things take a while to get diagnosed. We can all be safe out here, be adults. We're already forced to be adults by paying bills and all of that. So be adults, especially when it comes to these matters. sex can be a great thing with the right person, the right partner, the chemistry, bomb. Like bomb, bomb, bomb. But it's not worth this virus. It's really not. And again, I know you can live a long life with it. You can. You can even have kids and not pass it on, which there are medications that, they'll give you take throughout the pregnancy so you can't pass it on to the baby. All we have to do is educate ourselves. The information is out there. Especially if you live in Canada like I do. We have, technically it's not free healthcare because we pay a lot of taxes, so it kind of balances out. But whenever we go to the doctor, we don't need to have the money up front to pay for it. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to, actually, ambulance fees are $40. I remember I got charged $40 for ambulance fee one time. So that's, that's a 1-2. Like, it's really, but anyways, here are some, other men from Toronto that have done this same exact thing. There's a man by the name of Ala Al-Shafi, 27. Well, he was 27 at the time this article was written. I'm not sure what year, but anyways, he was 27-year-old at the time, living in Windsor. He got diagnosed with HIV in February of 2011. And in July of that same year, he met a 24-year-old man. And, in a personalized ad on an online classified site, didn't identify which site it was. And they started a sexual relationship. All the while he knew that he had HIV. And then that young man was tested positive as well. There's another man, Lester Felix, who was 34 years old at the time. This was from 2015. He was charged for not disclosing his HIV status to a partner, and he was out on bail. So in 2013, he was charged with aggravated SA assault because he had unprotected sex without disclosing. And then he was out on bail for that charge, and he broke his bail conditions. It didn't specify what bail condition he broke. And there's tons more. I'm going to, put them up on screen here. You can read through them. There's another one that I saw. I can't remember the man's name right now. I didn't take a snapshot. But he was charged in Canada. He fled to Jamaica, and they extradited him back here to face charges. I don't know what the outcome of these cases are, but crazy.